Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video we are going to understand divide an array into subarrays with minimum cost 2. So this Leetcode problem 13 looks simple, but it's actually one of the hardest sliding window problem you will see. Okay, so if you don't model this correctly and you want to use brute force and DB, both will fail, right? So in this video I'll show you a clean interview level solution using a smart sliding window with two tree maps. Okay, what is tree map we'll explain there, so don't worry. Very first thing is that the question we have given is we have given an array nums and there are two variables k and dist. Okay, so we must divide this array into k subarrays. How many subarrays? K subarrays, and each subarrays has length k. K. Okay, each subarray's length should be k. So the cost of the subarray is its first element, right? If we, let's suppose the very first element that we are going to take is, if we divide the if we divide the array into k subarrays, the very first, let's suppose if we'll take 132, the 1 will be the its cost, because it is the first element of the subarray. After choosing an subarray, right, the subarray start, the let's suppose the one subarray that getting started, we have to choose one subarray start, and the next subarray must start with the dist, you can say. Okay, dist indices, nothing but the dist is a indices. So let's suppose after we are choosing the one subarray, let's call the at a start, so the next subarray will start at dist. Okay, indices. So our goal is to minimize the total cost. This is what the question is saying. You can pause this video and you can read this problem statement, so you will understand. Let me read for you. The question saying that you are given two subarray nums of length n and two positive integers k and dist. The cost of the array is the first value of the cost of an array is the value of its first element. For example, if you are taking 1 2 3, 1 is the cost, right? And while the cost of 3 4 1 is 3, because here 3 is the first element and 1 is the first element. So you need to divide the nums into k disjoint contiguous subarray, right? What is subarray? Subarray is a contiguous non-empty sequence of elements within an array, such that the difference between the starting index of the second subarray and the starting index of the kth subarray should be less than or equal to the dist. In other words, if you divide nums into subarrays, right, from nums 0 to like that, we can say I minus 1, then I minus 2, like that we have, right? Then I k minus 1 to I1 should be less than equal to dist. This is what we have to think. Means we have to return the minimum possible sum of the total cost. This is what the question saying that, and let me show you the example. So let's think about example first, where we have given these things we have given in the nums as element, and k and dist we have given. The explanation saying that the best possible way to divide the nums into three subarrays, let's call 1 3 2 6 4 and 2. So this is a valid choice, because if you do this one, right, means the 5 minus 2 is nothing but 3, which is equal to dist, right? The total cost is nums at 0, nums at 2 and nums at 5. If you do the sum, you will get 1 2 2 is nothing but 5, and this is your answer. So like that we have to think. You can pause this and you can go through the example 2 also. It's time to understand the constant. The constants we have given is n is greater than or equal to 3 and less than or equal to 10 to the power 5. Similarly, the element is greater than or equal to 1 and it is less than equal to 10 to the power 9, k is greater than equal to 3, less than equal to n, and the dist is greater than equal to k minus 1, less than equal to n minus 2. This is what we have given, guys. Okay, let me go back to the here. So yeah, here the very first thing is that if you observe this example, the first subarray must start at index 0, right? So we have taken 1 3, right? Because the first subarray is 1 3, it means the first subarray must always start at index 0, right? You can see the example 2 also, where the first subarray start at index 0. So nums at 0 is always included, correct? That means the real problem is choosing the remaining k minus 1 subarray, because you already have result which is at nums at 0 in both cases, correct? It means the remaining subarray is nothing but k minus 1, means 2 more we need, right? So very first, this is what we have given. Okay, so if we have k equal to 4 in this case, so nums at 0 is already a subarray. Now you have to find how many k minus 1, which is 3 subarrays you have to find, correct? So when you are choosing the remaining k minus 1 subarrays, it means we have to choose with the minimum possible starting values under the dist constraint. Make sure that you understand these things. Okay, and that is why this is the valid choice, because this is the condition which should be less than equal to, which should be less than the dist, right? So at every step, I only care about the k minus 1 value inside the sliding window. Okay, so this immediately tells us we need a sliding window, and we need to dynamically maintain the k smallest elements. So we must support add, remove, sum query efficiently, right? So this is not doable with normal heap alone. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. Let me format it. Yeah, so I built a smart window, right? We have built a smart custom data structure called, this is a custom data structure, you can say, static class, that we have built a custom data structure that is called smart window. So if the user uses it, it can uses one tree map called low and one tree map is high. So this tree map low is used to store the k smallest elements. Okay, and this high will store the rest of the element, right? Rest of the thing. So a valid sum low we will take here, right? So this sum low will use the sum of the element in low. Okay, and this pattern is a very similar to the low, similar to how we solve median or k smallest problem, if you remember, right? If you don't know, let me know in the comment section. You want to understand, then I will go through that. Okay, so this pattern is very simple to how we solve median or k smallest problem. Okay, so the smart window, how the smart window will works, right? So very first we will use some of the operations, right? So let me tell you first. So this is just a data structure, guys. Okay, this is a data structure and there are some operations that we are going to perform. So I will tell you how we will use that, right? I will tell you these things, how we are going to use. So let's suppose this smart window is there, right? So we have created a smart window. Okay, so in this smart window you can add, you can do the query, right? You can remove and you can check with the query and you can find the answer. Means if you want to do add, let me go through again here. So very first, you know that the low will store the k smallest element and high will store the rest of the data. Here we have taken the sum low, which is a sum of element in the low, and this method, this is the things we know that this is the initialization part for the by the constructor. And if you want to check the size, you have to maintain a size, and then you will keep checking that. Okay, now point comes for the operations. Let's talk about the operations. Okay, so here if you see, we have to add an element, right? So we'll use add element. When a number enters the window, if it's smarter than the largest element in the low, it belongs to the low, right? If the if it's smaller than the larger element, right, so it belongs to low, and so otherwise it goes to the high, right? So this is it will do to add in the map. Okay, so to remove in the map, what we need to do is, so when we want to remove element, right, so when a number leaves the window, we have to remove it from the whenever tree map exists in it, right? So we'll update the size and in the nums, and we will rebalance again. So very first you check if it is not null. If it is null, return false. Check if it is there, remove it, otherwise put it, right? Or you have to balance it, guys. Okay, now similarly we have pop last and pop first, we have to implement, and there is a, as I told you, the rebalance thing. So you have to check the rebalance, right? So rebalancing is the most important part here. So when we were removing the elements, right, when a number leaves the window, right, we remove it from the tree map if it exists, and we'll update the size and nums, and we'll do the rebalance again, correct? So when we want to do rebalancing, I will show you how to do. So when we'll rebalance this one, right, so after every add or remove, we rebalance so that the low always contains exactly k smallest element. Okay, and the sum low always reflect their sum. Okay, so this is what we will do. So this will guarantees correctness. Okay, so now coming to the logic. So this is, we have the add method is there, right, rebalancing is there, and there will be a remove will also be there. So you have to use those concepts here, because these things we have given, and the query thing is there, guys. Okay, so everything is there inside this what you call smart window. So this is the smart window that we have developed. Okay, now let's come back to the code basically, right? So now let's plug this into the problem, right? How we'll plug this into the problem? Very first we'll create a smart window object, correct? Then we know that we have to reduce k by 1 because nums at 0 is fixed, right? So we'll start with the for loop from I equal to 1, and we'll go till the end plus distance, right? Not distance, dist. The window will keep adding, window dot add, and will add the values. So we want to initialize the first valid window of the candidates, and we'll slide the window, and we'll do the things, right? So let's suppose we have the answer as a query, and we'll start from I equal to 2, and we'll use these things, right? So we want to do sliding. So to do the sliding, we have to remove and we have to add like this, right? So basically when we slide the window, we remove the outgoing elements, right? This is for when we remove the outgoing elements, we'll use this window dot remove and we'll pass the elements. So this is the outgoing elements, and if you want to add, means we have to add the incoming elements, correct? Then we know that the window dot query. So when we do the query, the sum of k smallest values will get something here, right? So you know the answer is there and the current window is there, right? Whichever will come after operating this remove and add. So after removing and adding, we know the query sum, right? So query sum will come from here. So we'll check which one is minimum. Like this, we will track the minimum answer, and you will return this is a k-1 subarray, and this is the nums at 0 as one subarray. Okay, so like this, at the end we just want to do, we simply add nums at 0 to our best window, and that's our total minimum total cost, we can say that, right? So very first thing is that let's talk about why this solution is optimal. So the complexity is O n log n, right? And the space complexity will take O of dist, because we are storing something right here. So this is the thing that this code will handle, right? So it handles duplicate, arbitrary removals, and the strict distance constraint, we can say distance constraint, that is you're using the dist, right? This is exactly what interviewers expect for a hard sliding window problem, right? This is a hard sliding problem, right? So if you are in an interview, what you should say, if you see the problem asking for the k smallest values in a sliding window with removals, like think 2 multi-sets or 3 sets, not DP, right? Like that we have done here, right? If you are seeing that the question is saying that the k smallest value in a sliding window with removals, right? You have to use 2 multi-sets, or you can say tree map like this, right? You have to use it, okay? Or not the DP. Understand, guys? So if this explanation help you, please like, subscribe, and I'll be covering more Leetcode hard problems in the upcoming videos, right? And if this explanation sounds confident and shows deep understanding, please make sure that you subscribe this channel, and any suggestions there you can put in the comment box. I will request you to explain what is tree map in the comment box, so I will think that you have reached till now here and you like this video. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, bye bye. Also I will put this code into the comment, please take it from there. Thank you.